and welcome to Riots. I'm your host, Tisa, and this is
May May.
And tonight we're going to talk to you about some extracurricular activities that have been going on in this house.
Extracurricular activities? That's really what we're going with here?
What do you want to call it?
Extracurricular activities doesn't make me think about what we're going to talk about. It makes me think of other things.
Oh, you're dirty. Now I know where fucking Sindel gets it from. Anyhow.
I'm surprised that's the direction that you went there.
Well, what do you want me to call it?
Supernatural activities?
Okay.
Weird shit? Let's go with weird shit.
Okay, weird shit that's been going on in this house. So I'm going to tell you now, I'm in pain right now. We walked.
We had a good time last night.
Yeah,
we
it was
really
amazing.
Did. We kind of bonded. Well, you and my daughter bonded. I was just walking.
Oh, because we almost jumped a motherfucker.
Tell the story about jumping the motherfucker while I took our dog and just walked away.
For one, okay, so we have the dog, Kayla, and she doesn't really know how to be on a leash yet. And when she sees other dogs, she cries because she's so excited, and she tries to run towards them, or she tries to run away from them if she doesn't feel they're a threat. If she doesn't feel they're a threat, she tries to run towards them to play with them, and she cries, and she has this cry that's pretty cute but annoying, and she's just a beautiful big-headed baby. So we weren't even just a few houses down, almost to the we were getting to the park, and Cindel's been running with the dog, and then she throw herself down on the floor, and so because the dog is a puller, so
the dog is not leash trained yet. We're working with her.
If you have any tips on how to leash train her, send them our way, please. We really need help. So, we were running towards the park, and there was a big, fat, old, what was it?
It was like a bulldog-looking
thing that wasn't even moving, wasn't doing anything. But, Cindel was running towards him with Kayla, and she threw herself on the floor to stop because she was tired. And Kayla was excited because it was a dog that she would want to play with. His dog wasn't even scared, didn't even make any movement, but this little bitch of a man grabs his dog and says, "You better control your dog or I will do it for you," to our 12-year-old daughter. So I look at him, I said, "Are you fucking serious? This is a puppy and a girl with her dog." And he said, "Yes, I've had experiences where dogs attacked my dog and blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "This is a puppy. She's excited. She's harmless." He said, "Well, people can say that all they want." And he just got fucking crazy. He was just being a dick and kept saying, "If you don't control your dog, I'm going to control it for you." And that was pissing me off because he's talking to a 12-year-old fucking girl. And I saw red. My ears are ringing. So I was just getting ready to kick his ass. But I calmed down, somewhat down the way, but Amanda grabbed the dog and walked away. And he still kept on. And I said, "You shouldn't be talking to kids that way." He said, "You need to control your dog. We're in a public place." I said, she's a puppy. She's playing. He's like, "How do I know that?"
Mind you, I took the dog and I walked away, and the dog had no problem with it. She just went. It wasn't like she was going after anybody else. She was just like, "Okay, we're going to go this direction now." That was it.
She just wanted to play with the other dog, and this guy turned into a big bitch and was yelling at a 12-year-old girl. And if his dog felt threatened, that dog would have growled, barked, it just
and scared the shit out of our dog. Come on, Kayla's a wimp.
Yeah. So, I saw red, I was pissed, my ears are ringing. I haven't been this angry in a really long time. I've controlled my anger for the past few years to where I make sure I don't want to murder anybody. So, he was like, "We're in a public place." I said, "We're in a neighborhood at the park." And so I just said, "Cállate," and walked away. And Sindel was upset because he talked to her that way, and I was upset because he talked to her that way. And if there was really any problem, the dog... Oh, first, one of the things Sindel said to him was, "Is it because she's a pit bull?" And he said no, which was a big fat lie, because any other dog that I would have, there would be no problem with that. With it being a pit bull, or with any other dog that I have had that hasn't been a pit bull, and they acted that way, there's been no issue. So that pissed me off, and I had to calm down, and we started walking away from him, and I know it was because she's a pit bull, and she looks scary, kind of. Right now, because she has issues with her skin, and so she's been scratching herself, and she has little scars on her face. So we need to start putting ointment on her skin to make it not itch as much as it is. So that's what happened. And so that's what happened. And
it really showed
what kind of parenting?
What kind of parenting? I mean, because I know that Sindel can handle herself, but I walked away. And so I guess I'm a pacifist and Tisa's not.
Well, I'm not going to let anybody talk to my child that way, or my dog.
I know.
So,
speaking of child, want to tell them what happened in the office the other day?
Well, if you follow us on Instagram or Facebook, it was on Facebook actually.
I think so.
Yeah, it was on Facebook. I posted an update about when Sindel left the room, the lights in the office stopped flickering, and so I told Amanda, I was like, "Did you notice that it stopped flickering when she left?" And she's like, "Yeah." And then there was a knock on the door, and Sindel walked back in, and the light started flickering again.
And you know what they say about poltergeists, right?
Well, I don't think it's
You don't think it's a poltergeist?
No, that's too much. I think she's been playing with some shit that she shouldn't be playing with. You fucking bought her that thing. She's probably
just a pendulum. It's not like anything like.
You can ask any kind of questions.
But I have one too, and nothing like that's ever happened for me.
How do you know?
Granted, I haven't used it in like years.
Yeah, so that's
so
why
you think by me buying her that pendulum, I opened a door?
Mm-hmm. Plus, she's a fucking kid. She's a teenager girl with all this energy.
Yeah, that's why we went on a walk last night.
I'm not blaming you, so stop it, because I hear that fucking sigh, and I know how your brain works, where you think that I'm blaming you. So stop. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Stop. It's just that you bought it for her, and we didn't teach her the right way to use it.
Well, then I guess I don't know the right way to use them either.
No, that's why I've been hearing noises down there.
She's been hearing noises. Have you been feeling things in that room too?
No. I was in there the other day. Sorry if there's a lot of noise. Like, I'm laying in bed. My body is hurting from yesterday. So what we did was went for that walk. We walked for like 4 miles. And then we decided we're by the pool, the community pool. So we jumped in the pool.
Yep.
For like 10, 15 minutes. And then we walked home. But because these shoes that I got from my sister, she even said them themselves, they're not wide enough to get your foot into them. Like, you can't even get your foot in them. It doesn't even matter. It's just like the hole where you're supposed to put your foot in doesn't get wide enough so you can shove your foot in. So I walked home with no shoes. And my body hurts today. But it was great exercise. I got 4 miles, 10,000 steps, 15 minutes of swimming, like a bunch of good exercise shit. So, yeah. But anyways, that's what we did, and I'm hurting. And Amanda hurt herself, so we're just sitting and laying in bed. She doesn't know how she hurt herself. She doesn't remember, but I do. But I can't tell a story. It's not perverted, but it's funny. And it's welcome to almost 40. Don't hit me. But anyhow. So, tonight's discussion is about...
Well, I guess it's about...
You having questions.
I have questions because she said she feels things in my office. She's an empath, and so there's times where she doesn't feel good, or she's around things that make her nauseous.
Like Grand Avenue? Oh, that was rough. In those old buildings?
Yeah.
I got drained.
Yeah, we went to Grand Avenue Festival this weekend.
Yeah, we did that.
It was a lot of fun. We had a really good day. The kids were with their dad, and so we got to spend the day walking around Grand Avenue, and then we went downtown, and...
because one of my friends passed away on Friday, and so we went, after Grand Avenue, we were like, well, we should, maybe eat. No. When did we go to Fez?
We went
after Grand Avenue?
Yeah, because we were going to go to Grand Avenue Pizza, but you said the line was
that line was ridiculous. So, yeah, okay. Like, my days are blurred because what did we do? Drank.
Of course.
And so what happened was we went to Fez and we had a drink there. And then we walked to Steve's.
Which is
because
about
my
a
friend,
mile or so.
Yeah, because my friend works there and we were just taking pictures. We took pictures of inside of San Carlos and inside the Hilton. So we had, just a little bit of fun, and then we went to visit my friend that works at Steve's, and we drank a shot of Maker's Mark from my friend who passed away on Friday. Because that was her favorite drink that we would drink together was Maker's or Jack, but Maker's was our favorite because it tasted better, and it was a lot more expensive because it tasted so much better. But anyway, she passed away, so I was like sad. So Friday we went out to drink, or we went out to eat, and I was just sad because I found that's when she passed away, and I found out I was crying and it was horrible. I was in a mood, but
we went out with our friend.
So we walked to Steve's and we had 2 shots. We didn't have that much.
We had 2 shots, then we had another drink with it and with the shot in it.
Yeah, but that wasn't very much, and we got fucked up because we don't drink anymore.
Yeah.
So then we started walking more downtown, and
we went to Hanny's.
And went down to the basement. So if you haven't been there, go and see it. We're not going to say what's down there because you need to see it for yourself.
It's fun.
And then apparently I was dancing down the street.
Yeah, the mile walk. It was fun.
We had a good time, and then we sobered up and went over to her friends and visited her for a little bit, and went home.
Yep, at 4 a.m.
Because somebody needed to go home.
Yep. So needless to say, Sunday we didn't do
anything except go pick up the groceries, go to PetSmart to get the dog food, and came home. And I ordered pizza because I was like, was that yesterday?
It was yesterday.
What did we eat on Sunday?
I went grocery shopping.
What did we eat?
Leftovers.
Was it leftover night?
No, I don't remember.
Cheese crisps!
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
No,
for my own brain.
Dinner?
Yeah. For my brain it matters. Or was that for yesterday? It doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter because we don't know. Sorry, but don't you fucking talk to me that way. I'm just kidding. People probably think that I beat you.
So,
do you think that they think that I beat you?
No, I don't. I know.
I just say random shit all the time that sounds like I beat you or abuse you.
But they don't hear all the random shit that you say when it's not on.
They hear me telling you how much I'm in love with you, especially the last
and how
riot.
Beautiful I am.
Gross, you're so beautiful. I'm so in love. I miss her so much, you guys. Like,
yeah, that new job is a lot of hours.
Sucks. So like having her on this week, like on the weekends, she slept in with me, and it was like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah. So last night we had Sindel in there because we were opening. Yeah, on our YouTube we opened Shane Dawson's palette.
Mm-hmm.
And Sindel got super excited, and so that's when the light started flickering, and then she left the room, and it stopped, and then she came back, and then it started again, and.
We should watch the video to see if we see anything.
We should. And then, this morning, Tisa starts texting that she hears noises in my office.
Around in that area. It's not exactly in your office. It's just in that direction. I don't know if it's in your office or not. I just hear shit.
And I'm like, are you sure it's the cat?
It could
be the cat. Totally could be the cat. Mm-hmm. And she's like, no, it's not the cat. Okay.
Should we even be talking about this?
Why? Does it matter?
Sometimes it does. Go ahead.
So, anyway, the office is where I do a lot of my writing, where I journal, where I, draw. Once a week I draw oracle cards, I meditate, I have some stones, some minerals in there, some Japamala beads, things like that. And I use them. And I thought
Miss
I was
popular over here.
being careful.
Your phone's going off.
I thought I was being careful and, you know,